Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her Hard Riding. Straight Shooting. And Suspense.
Sir, what can I do for you?
Nothing. I'm looking for the sheriff of this town.
You're looking right at him, sir. I'm the sheriff. The name's Oakley. Sheriff Oakley.
Look, boy, I'm in a hurry. I got no time to play games. Where's the sheriff of this town?
He's the sheriff, honest.
What are you, his deputy?
No, sir. I'm the town mayor.
Is that the night bell?
That's what it says, sir. You're wasting your time, sir. They won't hear that bell. My sister Annie Oakley rode over to Bisbee to see about this here stolen horse. Lofty Craig, the deputy, went along with her.
What time will they be back?
Oh, sometime early in the morning. That right, Mr. Mayor? That's right.
You mean they went away and left you two kids in charge of this town tonight?
Not just tonight, but all week. See, it's National Boys Week.
Watch where you point that thing.
It's only a toy gun. Annie wouldn't give me a real one.
Well, don't point even toy guns at people.
Annie gave it to me when I was elected by popular vote. I ran for the sheriff, and Horace Peabody there ran for the mayor. I ran on a reform ticket. Beat my opponent by 7 votes. 10 votes. Remember we saw Jimmy Davis trying to stuff that ballot box? Oh, yeah.
Say, wait a minute. Maybe you can help me at that. I broke my arm tonight, and, well, I can't drive a 4-up all the way to Fort Yuma with only one arm. I'm looking for a man to take over my wagon. Can you recommend a local teamster?
How about Clem Slavin? Clem's on a job out of town.
Well, who else can I get?
Well, there's... No, I can't think of anybody. Can you, Mr. Mayor?
Not tonight, Sheriff. If this gentleman can wait till tomorrow...
Wait till tomorrow. That wagon has got to go straight through to Fort Yuma to the Army post. I've got a load of grain, baled hay, and medical supplies out there for the Army. I can't let the wagon stand idle all night in a hick town like this.
No, you can't, sir. You've got a problem, all right.
You bet I got a problem, and I'm not going to solve it standing here. Kind of a crazy town is this. The grown-ups go away and leave the kids to run it.
Wait a minute, sir. I'm going to talk to the mayor a minute. But don't leave. Look, this is our first problem since we took office. We can't afford to fail it, Mr. Mayor.
If we fail, we might not get elected next year.
Worse than that, there might not even be any Boys Week next year.
Sure gotta think of something.
I already have. Sir, the Diablo County Sheriff's Office can handle your problem. For the record, I have to take your name.
Ben Porter, but what difference does it make what my name is? I'm looking for a man to handle my team.
You're looking right at him, sir. I'll drive that team to Fort Yuma for you myself.
You'll drive a 4-up team?
Yes, sir.
And he'll do a good job for you, too. And it won't cost you a penny.
Boys Week. Aren't there any men in this town? Hey, where do you think you're going?
Fort Yuma, first I'm going to show you I can handle a 4-up. Back up! Back up now! Watch this, Mr. Porter. Come on there. Back up! Back up! Yeah! Yeah! Oh! Oh! Back up! Oh, boy! Oh! Get going! Get up there! Oh! How was that, sir?
Not bad, kid. Think you can drive this 4-up all the way to Fort Yuma?
Sure. I drove the stagecoach once, and that was a 6-up.
Will you drive real careful?
Yes, sir.
You know the road?
Sure.
How soon can you get started?
I'll start before sunup. Ought to be there by noon tomorrow.
Think you got yourself a deal, kid. You're just the man I want.
Say, sir, you better go to the doctors and see about that broken arm.
Yeah, I will, Sheriff. Getting so I can't even move my fingers. It might be blood poisoning setting in.
Gosh, that's too bad. Come on. Raise your right hand. Do you swear to serve as deputy sheriff while I'm gone? Do you solemnly swear to uphold the laws of Diablo County?
I do. How else do you think I got elected?
Tell Annie and Lofty where I've gone.
I'll tell her.
Say, you better bed down here tonight. And I better get a little shut-eye if I'm gonna get started before dawn. Carry on. Right. Holy Toledo! High explosives. Gee, I better get out of here. I don't want to be caught in any brush fires.
What are you doing here so early?
I slept here. I was sworn in as a deputy by Tag while he went to Yuma.
You went where?
Fort Yuma, with a wagon load of hay, feed, and medical supplies for the Army. A man came here with a broken arm, Ben Porter. He's over at the hotel. Tag's driving the wagon for him.
Alone?
Why not? Tag knows the road.
Does he know about Geronimo?
Last report we heard, those renegade Apaches were in Mexico.
They're not in Mexico now. The rurales drove them back across the border again, and they burned a farmhouse down on the way to Fort Yuma.
You stay here, Annie. I'll go after Tag.
Holy smokes! If Tag gets in trouble with them Apaches, it'll have political repercussions. The voters might blame me for it. What about my campaign next year? I might lose the election to Jimmy Davis.
Don't worry about that now, Horace. Hurry, Lofty, and bring him back.
Annie, Tag's in real trouble. Here's a wire just came in from Colonel Dawson, Fort Yuma.
Lofty, that wagon is loaded with gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
But Mr. Porter said it was only a wagon load of hay and...
The Army tried to trick Geronimo. They sent a dummy shipment of gunpowder with a cavalry escort, and the real shipment is hidden in that wagon that Tag is driving. Enough black powder to blow that wagon right off the face of this earth.
Well, wait a minute. Read the rest of it, Annie.
I have information that Ben Porter made secret deal with Geronimo to deliver said gunpowder to Apache renegades. Diablo Sheriff's Office is hereby authorized to arrest Ben Porter and hold prisoner for Colonel Mark Dawson, 7th Cavalry, United States Army. Urgent.
I'll say it's urgent.
I'm going over to the hotel and arrest Porter.
Do you need any help, Annie?
Since when do I need any help to arrest a man with a broken arm?
Try not to worry about Tag. I'll catch up with him as soon as I can.
Yeah, who is it?
Annie Oakley. I understand you sent my kid brother on a wagon to Fort Yuma. I'd like to talk to you, Mr. Porter.
Just a minute.
You're under arrest
Arrest for what?
for making a deal to sell Army gunpowder to Geronimo.
Who says so?
Colonel Dawson, Fort Yuma. Just put your right wrist in here.
You got a real pretty face, lady. You'd be ashamed to mess it up with this derringer.
That broken arm of yours sure got well in a hurry.
It never was broken.
See that? The only thing you needed was a patsy to drive that wagon so that Geronimo could pick it up. And if he captured it with another driver, then you were completely in the clear. Meanwhile, you were back here in a nice hotel in Diablo and establishing a nice alibi for yourself.
You guessed part of it, lady. You know, you're not only pretty, you're smart, too. Kind of hate to leave you in a closet, Miss Oakley. I got a date to meet a man this morning. I guess I'm just going to have to meet him a little earlier. In you go.
There's a key in that middle drawer. Get it out and unlock me. Oh, come on, hurry.
Never thought I'd see the day when someone could lock Annie Oakley in her own handcuffs.
I'm afraid it's worse than that. The man that handcuffed me was supposedly a one-armed man.
Mr. Porter?
That's right. Now listen to me, Horace. I want you to take this message over to your dad at the telegraph office. Tell him to send this wire to Colonel Dawson at Fort Yuma. Ben Porter escaped from Diablo.
He escaped?
That's right. The freight wagon is on the way with another driver. That driver is Tag. Now, come on, Mr. Mayor. Scoot. All right, hurry.
Wagon?
Sure, Lofty, gunpowder.
Porter tell you?
Nobody told me. The tailgate fell open and I walked back there. I saw those boxes. Boy, you should have seen me get out of there.
Why didn't you turn around and go back?
Well, I figured the Army needed gunpowder as much as it does hay and medical supplies.
Did you think something was funny when you found Porter had lied to you?
Well, I figured he didn't tell me the truth because, well, to him, I'm just a kid. And if he told me about the gunpowder, I might turn chicken. But I wouldn't have.
Keep those reins alone. You're not driving another mile.
But Lofty, if Mr. Porter has a contract to deliver this gunpowder to the...
He also made a deal to turn this wagon over to the Apaches. And he was placing Porter under arrest when I left Diablo.
He made a deal with the Apaches?
And with Geronimo.
But Geronimo's in Mexico.
Well, he's back now. Now, you hit that saddle and head straight home for Diablo. I'll get this wagon through to Yuma.
But Lofty, if Geronimo's on the loose, then you need somebody to ride shotgun. And who could be better than the sheriff?
I'll take this alone, Tig.
Lofty, it's still National Boys Week.
Sheriff, if you don't do what I say and get in that horse, I'll get up a petition and start recall proceedings when I get back to Diablo. We'll pin this badge on Jimmy Davis.
Gosh, Lofty, no need to go that far.
I get it.
Good luck, Lofty. Get her through to Yuma.
Geronimo! Geronimo!
Sit. Where is wagon?
You'll get your wagon. Where's my money?
Bow need arrow. Rifle need powder. Many time white men sell Apache rifle. What good rifle without powder?
Look, Chief, I'm not selling you rifles. I'm selling you a wagon load of powder. Army powder.
Where is wagon?
Where is money?
Why you not bring wagon?
Look, Chief, how could I? If I lose a wagon load of Army gunpowder to you and your warriors and I live to tell about it, they'd suspect I made a deal with you. So I faked a broken arm. Got somebody else to drive the wagon.
Why you not tell me this before?
Look, Chief, you'll get your wagon. I just didn't want to be the man on it when you took it over.
Who now drive wagon?
What difference does it make? He's alone on it. Besides, he's just a kid. What's the matter? Can't Geronimo take a wagon away from one boy?
We will take wagon. You will come with us yourself to make sure we find wagon.
Sure, I'll be glad to go with you.
For this reason?
Yeah, that and another one. I had to break away from Diablo this morning. From now on, the law wants me almost as bad as it wants you.
Come.
Lofty?
Driving to Yuma. He sent me home, though.
Well, you keep going, Tag. When you get there, send Colonel Dawson a wire and tell him exactly where you turn the wagon over to Lofty.
To eat a bed.
Well, tell him to send out a cavalry escort.
I'll tell Manny.
Okay.
Plenty. Mr. Peabody, clear the wires.
Clear the wires.
Official business to Colonel Dawson.
The message?
Porter's wagon, now midway between Ela Bend and Fort Yuma. One man is driving, Lofty Craig. Military age, urgently requested. That's about it.
How shall I sign it, Tag?
Just sign it. Tag Oakley, Sheriff, Diablo County.
Right.
Annie. This canyon's crawling with Apaches.
I know. I just caught one crawling.
That's what I mean. Look, Annie, I can't order you to go back, but please, go back, will you?
You know I won't, Lofty. So come on, let's get to Fort Yuma. I'll ride alongside.
You can't ride alongside. You'll be like a clay pigeon on that horse.
Would you want me to ride in the wagon with you?
No, the wagon's no safer. This thing blows up, it'll blow from here to China.
Lofty, I'd rather be blown up in that wagon than be captured by all these Apaches. So let's get rolling. If they close in on us, I'll board the wagon.
Annie, please.
No, let's go.
There's your wagon.
You say boy, drive wagon. Look, it have man and woman.
I don't know what happened, but this is no time for riddles. Go ahead, get the wagon.
They won't fight.
Well, we've got a whole tribe of warriors, Chief. What's the matter? Can't you take a wagon away from one man and one woman?
If we fight them, wagon maybe blow up.
Well, so they'll be killed.
What good gunpowder to Apache if it blow up?
So you don't get your gunpowder. But the Army doesn't get it either. Why not blow up the wagon?
You, wise man. Warriors, attack wagon!
Keep us running, Lofty.
Yeah!
Porter. Looks like that left arm of yours is getting better all the time. But you think you might need a doctor for that ankle? I'm sure that Colonel Dawson can arrange one for you at Fort Yuma. Come on. Here's your prisoner, Colonel Dawson.
Take charge of him. Yes, sir. My thanks to both of you for a job well done. The 7th Cavalry is at your service.
The 7th Cavalry's already served us very well. Your column caught up with it just in time.
And in time to catch Geronimo. The Signal Corps just reported that they have him under arrest. I don't know how to express my gratitude to you.
Well, would you mind sending a wire to Diablo?
Not at all. To whom?
Sheriff Tag Oakley.
This one's for you, Tag. It's addressed to Sheriff Tag Oakley, Diablo.
The wagon got through?
The message reads, "The United States Army is grateful for your active aid in delivering gunpowder to our garrison." And it's signed, Colonel Mark Dawson, 7th Cavalry.
The wagon did get through, Mr. Mayor.
As mayor of Diablo County during National Boys Week, it gives me great pride to extend to you the compliments of my office. And on behalf of the citizens and voters of this county, I thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's just a part of the job.
Be sure I get a copy of this, Dad. It might help next year when we come up for election again.
Good idea, Mayor.
It's a cinch that telegram won't win any votes for Jimmy Davis.